First problem we're looking at is number 2 from your homework. It gave you the points -3, +3, and the point 1, -3. And the question was, what was the slope? Well, to find the slope, when you're given a graph, you need to create a right triangle so that you make a square corner connecting the points. So now I'm going to count. You count the up and down movement first because it's the change in Y, and then the X movement. So I'm going to count starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I'm coming down, that's a -6. Now I'm going to start here and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm moving to the right. That's a +4. So my slope is the change in Y over the change in X. Negative divided by positive is negative. And I can divide 2 into 3 and 2 into 4. My slope then is -3/2. And I believe that was all that question asked you, was what was the slope, and then draw the graph. And you got the draw the graph part right. The next one you had a question about was number 8. So I've copied those points, which was -1, -1, -2, and 1, -1. So again, you need to make a right triangle connecting the points, a square corner like that. This one goes up 1 and over 2. So that makes it slope up 1 over 2, or 1/2. Then I look at where it crosses the y-axis, which is this point right here. So that's down 1.5. That makes the y-intercept be -1.5, or -3/2. If you know the slope and you know the y-intercept, you can write the equation by filling in the slope for the M and filling in the y-intercept for the B, and that's the equation for the line. The next one you had a question about was number 9. They tell you that the slope is 9 and that it goes through the point 9, -4. When you have a slope and a point, you start with the point slope form. You fill in the M for the M, the slope. You put the X coordinate here for the X1. And you put the Y coordinate for the Y1. Whoops, I don't need that parenthesis. And it's minus a negative, so that becomes plus. So I'm going to distribute. And then I need to subtract the 4 in order to get the Y by itself. And I get that.